Diane, let's bring you back. And just very briefly, have we got an opportunity to criticise what's going on as a member of the public or indeed an academic? Is there freedom of speech?
Has said definitely not. We did have one of the few good things that the Tories did was they got through Higher Education Freedom of Speech Act 2023, which was supposed to kind of prevent these kinds of things from happening, to allow us to speak out without having to worry about lawsuits or getting in trouble in some other way. And so this was officially supposed to come into effect on the 1st of August, 2024. But I want to go back just to a quick video that happened with a debate in the Commons last week. There was a question raised to our Secretary of State to ask what assessment she has made of the adequacy of levels of academic freedom in higher education. So this is just the end of the debate, just one question and her answer.
In more detail.
Minister Gagan Mahindra.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. Can I welcome the Secretary of State to her place? The Higher Education Freedom of Speech Act 2023 would have ensured that universities in England have the tools they need to deal with interference and threats to freedom of speech and academic freedom wherever they originate. Now the Act will no longer be implemented by this government. Will the Secretary of State clarify to the House what her alternative plans are to protect academic freedom in the higher educational sector?
The Honourable Gentleman will know that freedom of expression and academic freedom are incredibly important. There are duties that the Office for Students sets out. Many of these principles are already enshrined in law. But I want to make sure that we get this right. And I'm confident that the Honourable Gentleman would not want to be in a position where the Act might have opened up the potential for hate speech, including Holocaust denial, to be spread on campus, something that the previous Minister in the last government was unable to rule out.
So leading up to that part of the debate, as well as the previous debate, if you go look at Hansard, we see that there is also questions around the relationship that has been raised. There's a Peking University HSBC Business School located in Oxford, just outside of the city of Oxford. It's part of the campus. And it's the first overseas campus of the UK, in the UK, from Peking University from China. And it states on their website, which you can see easily, that the core value of this university is of global vision and China insight. So there were questions raised before that, part of the debate around, is this because we have authoritarian control over a university that is now located as part of its campus here in the UK? And she kind of diverted the question by going back to the possibility of Holocaust denial being a reason for hate speech, and that's why she canceled the implementation of the legislation. So several academics, including the Academics for Academic Freedom group, which I'm a part of, as well as we now have the Students for Academic Freedom, which is great. We have several thousand of us now have signed this open letter to Bridget Phillipson, pointing out that we were very upset, obviously, to see that this has been canceled, and that a report published earlier this year by the Academic Freedom Index placed the UK 66th in the Global League table of academic freedom, lower than Peru, Burkina Faso, and Georgia, and many other countries. So no, Brian, no, we don't have academic freedom here, and we're not allowed to say anything about things that we don't necessarily agree with here in the Western culture any further.
Okay, Diane, thank you for that. Ben, thank you also for your segments today. We're in very, very troubled times. Clearly, freedom of speech is under major attack, and that's one of the reasons why we would say, if you like what the UK column does, then please support us with that monthly membership to help us not only keep going, but to expand and to challenge what seems to be in store for not only the UK as a nation state, but also for nation states worldwide. We'll end there. Thank you both for joining me. If you're a member of UK Column, stay on and we'll be back for Extra in a few minutes. Other than that, we'll be back for Wednesday's news at 1 o'clock Wednesday. See you then. Bye-bye.